The idea of communicating with God transcends the realm of wishful thinking. It is not a fanciful notion, but a profound spiritual reality that lies at the core of human existence, waiting to be embraced and experienced by every soul. Rooted in the timeless teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda and illuminated through sacred scriptures and personal revelations, this connection is not a one-sided monologue where words dissipate into the void. Rather, it is a heartfelt, dynamic dialogue, a sacred exchange that unfolds when the seeker approaches the divine with sincerity, faith, and unwavering love. In 1944, Yogananda illuminated this truth, emphasizing that saints and sages across ages have demonstrated through their devotion that communion with the divine is achievable for anyone willing to take the spiritual journey. These enlightened beings did not possess exclusive privileges or divine favoritism. Instead, they cultivated a sincere longing to know God and a determination to establish a deep connection. The key, as Yogananda stressed, lies in the approach. One must seek God not with doubt, hesitation, or conditional faith, but with an open heart and an intense love that transcends intellectual barriers. From the sacred stories of the Bible to the inspiring narratives found in other spiritual traditions, the power of divine communication has repeatedly emerged as a testament to humanity's spiritual potential. Consider the biblical account of Solomon, whose selfless prayer for wisdom rather than material gain touched the heart of God, resulting in his unparalleled understanding and discernment. Similarly, David's intimate exchanges with God before battles illustrate that divine communion is not limited to moments of religious worship, but can be a guiding force in all aspects of life. These accounts show that God listens and responds, but the quality of that response depends on the purity and sincerity of the seeker's intent. The connection with God requires more than mere words or rituals. It demands a heart ablaze with genuine love, a love that is untainted by selfish desires or material cravings. Yogananda eloquently expressed that God responds to those who approach with the same intimacy and trust that a child feels for a loving mother. In this sacred bond, God is envisioned as the nurturing divine mother, whose forgiveness is unconditional and whose care is infinite. No matter how flawed or broken we may feel, this divine mother opens her arms to us, answering our heartfelt appeals with compassion and grace. This divine interaction is not spontaneous, but cultivated through clarity of intent and spiritual focus. Yogananda emphasized the importance of meditating on the spiritual eye, the seat of higher consciousness, as a means of bridging the gap between the human and the divine. This practice helps the seeker transcend the noise of the material world and tune into the subtle frequencies of divine guidance. For Yogananda, the reality of communicating with God was not an abstract philosophy, but a vividly lived experience. As a child, he had a celestial vision that revealed divine truths and left an indelible mark on his spiritual journey. This encounter ignited an unshakable determination to seek God wholeheartedly, demonstrating that divine communication is not reserved for those with years of spiritual practice, but is accessible to anyone whose heart and mind align with sincerity. Yogananda's first communion with the divine became the cornerstone of his life's work, inspiring him to share the timeless wisdom that divine communication is both possible and necessary. Through persistent practice, unwavering faith, and the courage to prioritize God over fleeting worldly desires, this connection becomes a natural outcome. The spiritual path, however, is not without challenges. Yogananda taught that God tests the sincerity of seekers, ensuring that their longing for Him stems from pure love and not a mere craving for His blessings. These tests are not meant to dishearten, but to refine the seeker's devotion and resolve. Yogananda articulated this beautifully, explaining that God does not reveal Himself to those preoccupied with material desires. Instead, He reserves His presence for those who seek Him as the ultimate treasure, as the goal that surpasses all other pursuits. Such tests may come in the form of delays, distractions, or internal struggles, but they serve to deepen the seeker's commitment. The true seeker learns to see these challenges not as obstacles but as stepping stones, each one bringing them closer to the divine. An essential aspect of the spiritual journey is the willingness to explore and embrace both the personal and impersonal aspects of God. The impersonal divine represents the boundless energy that sustains creation, the infinite intelligence that governs the cosmos. It is vast, formless, and all-encompassing. On the other hand, the personal divine invites a relationship filled with love, reciprocity, and intimacy. A relationship where the seeker can interact with God as a loving parent, friend, or guide. This duality enriches our understanding of the Creator. Yogananda encouraged seekers to approach God in personal terms, asserting that this perspective bridges the gap between the finite and the infinite. When we see God as someone who cares deeply about our individual lives, the divine becomes not a distant, abstract force, but a close companion, always available to guide and comfort us. In today's world, where distractions abound and material pursuits dominate, Yogananda's teachings serve as a timeless reminder that true fulfillment cannot be found in external achievements or possessions. The essence of life lies in turning inward, seeking the divine light within, and allowing it to illuminate our path. This inward journey is facilitated through meditation, prayer, and a steadfast determination to align one's life with spiritual principles. Meditation, particularly when focused on the spiritual eye, plays a pivotal role in transcending the illusion of separation. It quiets the mind, dissolves the ego, and opens the door to divine communication. Prayer, when offered with sincerity and humility, becomes a powerful tool for nurturing this connection. Together, these practices create a spiritual foundation that helps seekers rise above the distractions of the world and awaken to their inherent connection with God. The scriptures echo a profound promise. You will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. These words serve as both an invitation and a challenge, urging seekers to dedicate themselves fully to the spiritual journey. Divine communion is not a distant possibility, but a reality waiting to unfold for those who dare to seek it with sincerity and persistence. Yogananda's teachings stand as a beacon for all who yearn for a deeper connection with the divine. By cultivating unwavering faith, pure intent, and steadfast devotion, seekers can unlock the gates to divine communication and discover the eternal joy that comes from living in harmony with the divine presence. This sacred journey, though demanding, is the ultimate purpose of life. It offers a glimpse into the infinite love and wisdom that await those who prioritize their relationship with the divine above all else. By embracing both the personal and impersonal aspects of God, dedicating themselves to meditation and prayer, and embodying unwavering commitment to spiritual growth, seekers can transcend the limitations of the ego and awaken to the boundless joy of divine communion. Yogananda's life and teachings remind us that true fulfillment comes not from material pursuits, but from awakening to our eternal connection with God, the infinite source of love and wisdom. This journey requires courage, faith, and persistence, but its rewards are unparalleled. A life filled with peace, purpose, and the profound realization of oneness with the divine.